Have you ever played a game so fantastic but just could not convert? It's like your intuition is telling you that there's something in the position, but then you can't find it. This is why we need to understand overloaded pieces. In this position, I know you think you know the answer, but I'm going to give you after. But I'm going to be breaking down this tactic that every single beginner fears and how you can actually utilize this more in your games. I'm Feeder Master Raheem Glaves, and this is what you guys need to implement. Learn from the chess master, guys. Let's go. Now, first we need to understand what exactly is an overloaded piece. Like, based on the name, like one piece is having too many duties, guys. So right now we have this queen protecting the knight and this rook here. And I know what you guys are going to say. All right. So we just take the rook, the knight takes, and queen to g1 is checkmate. So I know what you guys are saying. Like, this is checkmate, black wins, but you're wrong. This is like what most beginners would do. What you need to know instead, again, is the overload tactic. So this, he has this move, q takes d1, and now the knight is protected by the rook. We know that we want to take the rook, but we need a move to actually pull this queen away from the guard of that rook. And then we come up with this move, queen takes f2. Now I'm going to be breaking down exactly how we find this, because that might still catch you guys by surprise, but we're getting into the details, guys. Now this queen is protecting both the knight and the rook. So this queen is overloaded. By you pulling the queen away from the rook and then capturing, you're going to be up a piece after. So takes, and as you can see, black is up a whole rook. And if he takes the rook, you will be up a whole bishop. So, like, there's no rocket science here. Whenever you have a position where you have like a double attack, what I want you guys to do is to switch the move order. So if you're thinking of like rook takes first and then knight or like queen captures and you're like, that doesn't work, switch the order, guys. You're like, what if I do this first? And overloaded tactics normally work in scenarios like those. We're going to be going more in detail later on in this video, but I want you guys to get the general concept. Whenever you see a piece defending like 2 or more, it's overloaded. Try again to capitalize on it by switching the move orders. All right, let's go. Next example. All right, so I'm going to be giving you guys a chance to pause the video now. It's white to play. And remember, we're going to be improving our chess. So the beginner moves, it's okay, but we need to become a little bit more tactical where this is concerned. So right now, we want to play rook takes d8, queen takes d8, and we're trying to, do some checkmating patterns on the king. Unfortunately, after rook takes d8, queen takes d8, and queen check, there is this move, pawn to f6, and there is no mate. As a matter of fact, you're down a piece and you're going to be losing this game quite quickly. I know that I want to do this, and I know that also I want to do this. So the queen is guarding this diagonal and this rook. So we're going to be overloading the queen. And remember what I said before, we simply switch the order. This also helps you guys to stop over calculating whenever you see tactics like this. If you believe that there's something there, just switch the order. So now, what happens if we start off with q to c3? Now, if the queen takes, then rook takes d8 is checkmate. Like, crystal clear. And what can black actually do in this scenario? Like, how is he going to defend the rook and not get checkmate at the same time? If the queen moves, it can't even move. But yeah, if it moves, then again, checkmate. And you can't protect the queen either, guys. Like, if you play d5 and protect the queen this way with the rook, that is still checkmate because of the pin. Crisscross applesauce, guys. It's a new tactic. Just ensure that you are mastering this. Again, new for some persons. Queen to c3, the game is done. But you'd be missing this in your games until you like check stockfish overloaded pieces, guys. We're going to go into our third example. Hope you guys are taking notes. If you are interested in 1v1 sessions to work on your chess, then you could book through my website. The link is going to be in my description and my bio. It's the same thing, but just a little bit more moves to play out. Why to play here? We just played this move Q to F3. And please to take note again. With overloaded pieces, you basically want one of your opponent's pieces to start like protecting 2 or more. That's where these tactics tend to come into play. We're attacking the knight and the pawn on F7. Now at the lower levels, not even the lower levels, at all levels, you know, there's a lot of 1-move attacks. Whenever you can start to get like 2-move attacks now, where like you're threatening 2 things at once and overloading pieces, things get interesting. So right now, black played this move Q to D7, protecting the F7 pawn and protecting the knight. This is where this tactic comes in handy. Wherever you catch yourself like looking like, oh my god, he's protecting everything, that's where I smile. I'm like, wait, he's protecting everything. So I find the piece that is overloaded and I try to do the tactic. So this queen is protecting the pawn on F7 and the knight on C6. So what I do is I simply overload the piece. Like the queen can't protect 2 things at once when this tactic works. So knight takes, and yeah, that's game. We're hitting the rook. Like he has nothing. If he takes with his king, he would eventually, you know, quit chess. That's not possible. And yeah, the rook is dead. If he takes this, then the knight hangs. Like crystal clear, guys. Like I am 100% certain that even a 300 is following right now. Like you overload the pieces and pieces die, guys. See, we basically gave the queen double work to do, and then black collapsed. Queen was protecting the knight. Take. All right, time for the final example, guys. I hope you guys have now mastered the skill. Now this one is the ultimate test, guys. What would you play for white in this scenario? Now you're going to be utilizing everything that you have learned in this video. We know that we want to play rook check. We know that we want to play this rook check. But we need to reverse the move order. We need to find a way to overload pieces. And as a matter of fact, I could even give you the first move. So takes. If he goes rook takes, right? Then this is checkmate. Or he's going to like force the block with his queen. So he has to take with the queen. No. For persons who would be like takes, and then give a rook check and try to play an endgame. With overloaded pieces, we need to learn to again switch the order. So if I'm looking at one line and it's not crashing through, I look at another. I'm like, all right, so this rook is protecting rook check. Because again, the king can't move because of this queen. So rook check. This rook is protecting the square, but it's also protecting the queen. So this is the overloaded piece. So instead of trading queens, all I did, again, or what you're supposed to do is overload your opponent's pieces. The minute the rook takes, then queen takes queen, and you'd be up a whole exchange. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you are following. Apply this in your games and frighten your opponents. Subscribe for more videos like this, like and share, and see you again another time.